life with the words that I sing. Now tell me, I wanted to know what happened to my best friend. As days turn to weeks, and weeks turn to years, I feel for my brother, feel for my brother. And as time passes by, I see it unsatisfied. Oh, I feel for my brother, feel for my brother. I miss you, man. You're my brother. I said I love you, baby. I won't forget you, no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Sometimes I feel life is cheap. Everything's disposable and so are we. Can you hear me? Life is real, yeah. And if there's a heaven above, please start showing a brother real love. 'Cause I wanna go home. I feel for my brother. I miss you, man. Oh, I feel for my brother. You're my brother. I feel for my brother. Oh, no, no. Feel for my brother. I wanna go home. I feel for my brother. I won't forget you, no. I feel for my brother. I feel for my brother. I feel. Oh, I feel for my brother. I feel for my brother.
Check. Yeah.
You know, a lot of my
All right, we in the building, y'all.
but they've been hanging
And I'm about to hit the button.
too long.
It is now 2 o'clock.
They live to see a brighter day.
Al's still handling business.
The ones that are doing fine, God bless you, 'cause you're doing fine. At the end of the day, don't forget about me.
Real discussion. All right, y'all. I'm in the building. Give me your time, to get your shares on. It is not the real discussion. It is the conversation. Hiphop Blvd. My man Al Pizarro. Put on your headphones. We gotta go to work. Gary D in the house. He used to be Trouble Mall, but now he's got a new name. Doing big things. Yeah, Gary, you're all late. You better find a joint. There you go. Take this one out. There you go. All right. We got a lot of things going on. Y'all know I watch the clock, right? 2 o'clock, we hit the button, baby. Make sure you all share, please. Share it to a friend. I shared it in the Hiphop Blvd group already. I shared it in Yaganomics podcast, promoting podcast. I love DJ Red Alert. I shared it on his page. Ralph McDaniels, big out child to Ralph. He's always supportive. Shared it on his page. Y'all know we do this every other Sunday at 2 o'clock. It's a bi-weekly show, y'all. Come on. Yeah. You can copy it and text it to your friends and stuff. Let them all know what the deal is. Yeah. Feels good. Come on, y'all. I see y'all populating the chat room. Yeah. Word up. And in a minute, I'm about to hit the button. I got a lot to talk about. My phone on the charger. There you go. Okay. Hey, you know, you're a little late on that picture, Carlos. Ain't nothing I can do about it now. Hold on, let me roll this up. Man, Carlos is late. Hold on, let me see if I can. Let me see if I can do something here. I'm gonna let you know what that's about in a minute. 1, 2, 3, and word up. Welcome to another week. The bi-weekly show, The Conversation with Al Pizarro. Trouble Mall, who has a new name. What's your new name, man? I mean, I'm terrible at this. I'm so terrible at this. I've grown accustomed to Trouble Mall. Big shout out to, I just want to deal with this real quick, because my friend Carlos Leon, his son, who loves hip hop and he plays baseball. He's a very positive individual. His name is Ryan, and he just turned 18 today. So, big shout out to that.
That's good.
Yeah, he just turned 18. I like seeing things. I like seeing kids doing positive things. Ryan, I'm gonna hit you with the horns too.
Look, if you're gonna do birthday shout outs, then you gotta do Grand Wizard Theodore, bro.
Oh my God, Grand Wizard Theodore, hold on. Wow. Grand Wizard Theodore, the best of them all. You almost make me choke.
Yo.
How'd I forget about Theodore?
I don't know, man, but
happy birthday.
He's gonna call you today now.
Happy birthday to Grand Wizard Theodore. The inventor and the father of the scratch. The inventor and the father of the scratch. It's crazy. So it's been a big week, guys. It's been a big 2 weeks. And I know Hiphop Blvd has been doing a lot of business. Al came into the studio early to talk about all the great things that are happening and how the movement is progressing and growing at the end of the day. So we were talking about that for the last 45 minutes, 30 minutes. I got Gary D. And you know what? I'm going to send this over to Al. I'm going to send it to the other side of the table. Al, what is going on? Because you have a lot to say.
Look, let's just say, Ty Dre, you got your crew, I got my crew. So we're ready to go smash this. We want to put this thing together and get it done. And you know what? I got a gift for you. So, Fever Records just started their label again?
What, Al's back?
Fever Records started their label again. They got a young lady, all right? And, man, I'm very impressed because the first thing she did was reach out and say, I want to get involved with this thing you're doing with the Pioneers in New School. So I said, you got to talk to Ty Dre because you're a New School artist. So Ty Dre, I gave you a gift. Okay. All right. So she's coming out with her first single, and she's gonna do a video somewhere real special. Not gonna mention it now. Somewhere real special, and we're gonna let them know as soon as the date is secured and everything is done. But I always have a surprise.
Yeah, I know. Every week.
Every time we have an episode, it's a surprise.
Al's got a surprise. It's a surprise every time.
And when I do the surprise, I got take off the mask.
It's like I feel like I gotta have some music. Be like,
we gotta get something, man. We gotta get for the surprise.
Surprise.
Surprise music.
Oh man.
So look, and this is talking about Ty Dre and trying to empower what he brings to the table. We want to give him as much as we can. Mm-hmm. So I said, we need to have a scout out there finding talent, looking for talent, searching for talent. But we're not gonna call him a scout. I don't like that. I'm not feeling that. And if anybody knows me, they know that, I'm into a whole lot of different things, but definitely I like spy stuff. Secret stuff.
007 stuff.
007 stuff. So, Ty, we're going to call this guy the agent, and we're not going to even tell anybody who he is.
He's just going to be
And that's
The
out there,
agent.
the agent.
I like that.
All right.
It's mysterious.
Yeah.
We're starting that this week, so that next week the agent is going to inform everybody on the new talent who's bubbling.
So it's like the agent, he's like the agent at large, right? No one knows who he is, but he's there in the show, and he's watching,
man,
and he's listening to your demos.
and we may have him call in once in a while, but we're definitely going to have the information.
Okay.
You know, who the artist is, a little clip of their video, their numbers, you know, what they're doing.
Okay.
Because this is about building bridges. This is about, you know, us, you know, working together with all the new artists and the pioneers all combined together.
That's right.
I like the fact that the agent is anonymous, because then he can't be corrupted.
There
Because you don't know who he is.
Nobody knows.
Right.
You can't corrupt the agent.
And this guy, he impressed the hell out of me because, and it's a guy, sorry ladies, but you know what? The beauty of this thing is we could have multiple agents.
Exactly. Agents. Brown.
I
A lot of
love
artists
this.
to cover, so.
I love this. Yeah.
That's a great idea.
So now, he showed me something just a couple of days ago. I said, "Who the hell is this?" He says, "Yo, Al, check this out." I said, "Holy crap. 400,000 views already."
Okay.
Where the hell this guy came from? I just found him. And somebody else. And somebody else. I said, "Yo, you got this? Could you just do this like on a hobby or this?"
Right. What's your deal, bro?
He likes to do this.
So now I'm gonna. Now are these artists that are published or they're not published? They're just doing kind of their own thing, putting in their own work.
They put in their own work, YouTube, Vivo, all kind of different platforms, just trying to get out there,
Independent.
right?
Okay.
So why not go and say, "Hey, Ty Dre here"?
The agent.
So
I
you
love
got
Alley.
an agent, man.
I love an alley.
I love it. Big shout out to the agent. I love it. I love it. Oh, man. So go ahead.
So today we're gonna bring closure to what we are doing with pioneers and new school people.
Okay.
Let's talk about a couple of the people that have on my fence that want to go and do a collaboration with the different artists that Ty Dre has. So let's talk Peso, Fearless 4.
Peso Fearless 4. Let's talk about it. Incredible artist, by the way. I remember recently, I remember, but you know, because we're doing the Hiphop Blvd distributed through Sony. What's the sub company? It's Sony
Orchard.
Sony Orchard, right? And Peso was the first one to actually step to me with music, right? And he plays me these. He's like, listen, Rock, I got songs all day. I got them on the call. So he sends me 8 songs, and it was so hard to choose which one would make the album because they were all great. They were all fantastic. There was one, it was so dope, but it had samples in it, so I knew, okay, we can't use that. But it was incredible. It was incredible. So, yeah, I mean, Peso was active, and he's still working, and he's still writing, and he's still producing. And, you know, those 8 songs he told me, he's like, that's nothing. He's like, I probably got like 40, 50 songs. So, you know, for the album. So that's what's happening. How's Tony Tone coming?
Good. I mean, Tony Tone from the Cold Crush Brothers, that's another individual that's stepping to the plate. And, you know, I really want everybody who's listening right now to understand that these individuals that are coming through have their fan base, are coming with everything, that they already established themselves. They have their fan base. They have that name. So I really appreciate that they stepped up in this manner. For those of you listening, the Fearless 4, Peso, the great Peso. Now we're going to Tony Tone. Tony Crush. He changed his name. You know, Tony Tone, Tony Crush.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, the Cold Crush Brothers. I'm going to let Rock talk about the Cold Crush Brothers.
Oh, look how you doing me right now. Oh, Hold on, okay. Hold on. My man Carlos, he just hit me again. He don't know I already did it, but I'm gonna do it again. Big shout out to Ryan. That's my man Carlos. That's his son. Ryan plays baseball, listens to music. You know, very positive kid. Very positive kid. Very positive kid. And today he turned 18. You know what I'm saying? Which is tremendous. And happy birthday to Ryan, my man Carlos Leone's son. Because that's a big deal. Ryan Leone, happy birthday, brother, and many more to you, all right?
Happy birthday.
For sure. So, I had to hit that. Big shout out to Tonya Courtney. I see you in the room. You know what I'm saying? So that's good. And I knew Ryan since he was like 14, so it's weird that he's 18 now. Now, Tony Crush. First of all, inspiration for me. Now, if you don't understand who the Cold Crush is, they were the Cold Crush 4, right? And it was DJ Tony Tone and it was DJ Charlie Chase, right? And Charlie Chase was the Puerto Rican DJ of the group. And Tone was like the second DJ, but he owned the sound system. And his sound systems were always incredible. And what he didn't know was all his old speakers I used to buy from him. Right?
No.
I used to buy. He had bass bottoms and double bass bottoms and all that, and I would buy like the stuff he just wasn't using anymore, so I could have my own little crew. You know what I'm saying? I brought from him probably all in all about 21 bass bottoms, probably.
Wow.
21.
21 at the peak, because he was my only connection, and it was him and his kid Wiz, and Wiz would get him, and then he's like, "Yo, you want to buy that?" I'm like, "Yeah, just give that to Voice of Theaters, double bass bottoms." So Tony Tone is also the creator. Is actually the creator of the Cold Crush 4.
History.
He is actually the creator. We had an interview and we talked about it, and I didn't know that. So he's actually the creator with JDL, Grandmaster Caz, KG, and AD. Caz was the architect of the Cold Crush 4 because of how the rhymes were constructed and that singing style and doing those familiar melodies. That's what Caz was. But Tone was fully the engine behind the Cold Crush. You know what I'm saying? So for him to be involved in this project, and I love Tone, like really. For him to be involved in this project and saying, "Listen, I'm going to do something with the youth," he's passing on a wealth of knowledge. Mm-hmm. He really is. Musical knowledge, technical knowledge, all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And he still has a lot of sound systems today that he still does. You know what I'm saying? What do you know about Tone, Gary D?
Tone is a legend, man. I mean, I remember when I remember the interview that we did with him about a year ago on a TV show, and he's one of the major people in the beginning. Like he can, people talk about Africa Bambaataa, Kool Herc, Disco King Mario. Tone was in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like Tone was in the beginning. Yeah. I mean, look, I'm an old school Cold Crush fan. Rock is a major old school Cold Crush fan.
Believe it.
And Tone told us stories that me and Rock was like, we were shocked. Like we didn't know he went that far back.
Yeah.
And even overlapped into like two or three other groups. And I was like, whoa.
And he told a story when he was messing with Charlie Chase. You understand something?
Exactly. Yeah,
Back in Tone's day and Chase's day, they're older than I am. The Puerto Ricans, right, and the blacks, we were cool, but you still had that racist fraction that went on. You know what I'm saying? And they were like, yo, Charlie, why you messing with that Moreno, Charlie? And Charlie's like, listen, this is my brother Tone. You know what I'm saying? It's my brother Tony Tone from the Cold Crush. So what's interesting is they had to sort of fight through that also. You know what I'm saying? In order to come together to make music. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have Tone come back on the show and really like kind of lay it out, because he's got some fascinating stories about the Cold Crush. I mean, we hear about Bambaataa and we hear about Jazzy and Theodore, and we hear about all the other, and Herc, right? But that Cold Crush story, if I was to equate them with but to all of them, they were what ushered in the technically new school of the old school.
Right.
Right? They started with those routines.
That's right.
Like they started with them singing routines that kind of ushered in that. And although guys had been doing it before that, they weren't doing it like the Cold Crush because they were singing pop songs and making them into hip hop songs. And in 81 and 82, we were eating those tapes up. You know, the Jazzy Five was singing, Fantastic Five was singing, but they were kind of making up their own melodies. And Kaz had enough insight to go, you know what, I'm going to sing Barry Manilow. And I'm going to put hip hop lyrics to Barry Manilow because I know this generation, they know the melody. You know, because I write the songs, I write the songs. That's Barry Manilow.
Yeah.
So they were sort of like the new school of the old school. You know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense to you. You know what
And
I'm saying?
Rock, I just want to say quickly, when everybody hears about the Cold Crush Brothers, a lot of times you hear of Kaz and his story, right? But when we interviewed Tony Crush, there was a lot of things that Tony told us that Kaz don't even include.
Yeah,
Like on some real stuff. Like I'm keeping it 100.
it was phenomenal.
So yeah, I just want to
I really want to hear the
say that.
stories.
Yeah.
Trouble Mall, I'm gonna send it back to you. How do you feel about doing this? How do you feel about doing this old school, new school?
Ty Dre.
Ty Dre, I'm sorry.
Can't help it. It's just a force of habit for him.
Yeah, man. You know what? I'm gonna put a sign up behind you. No more Trouble Mall, Ty Dre. How do you feel about this? Because you're young, and you know when this was all happening, you weren't even a thought.
Right,
Actually,
right.
How do you feel about
I
this?
wasn't
Like,
a thought yet, Dad?
but, yeah,
Okay.
like, what-
He confirmed
yeah.
that I wasn't a thought.
Yes, you were not a thought.
Yeah,
that was it.
not at all.
You know, I was barely a thought. I just kind of, you know, I was still, you know, I still had like, you know, what do you call that? What do you call that? Placenta smell. in 82, you know what I'm saying? So I was barely a thought myself.
Right.
I was fresh, but how's it feel, man? You know, what I mean, like
This is very interesting. I don't know if you guys have ever watched the evolution of hip hop on.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I love it.
Don't even get me started.
Is that a good? Don't get me started or bad? Don't
No,
get me started.
that's a great documentary.
Okay,
That's
okay.
one of the best.
Yes, it is.
That's one of the best. Actually,
Missing a lot of things.
But I was gonna go to that as
but
far as
there-
what y'all talking about.
Yeah, what you saying?
There's
There-
a lot of stuff I didn't hear on there that y'all are saying now.
from the evolution of hip hop, that's the behind the scenes.
Right.
Like dealing with people like Bimmy and Haitian Jack and all of that stuff.
Well, that's another show.
Well,
That's not the evolution of hip hop
That
you're
was-
talking about.
oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
thinking.
you're talking about another show with Bemmy and Haitian Jack and all them. Those are the people that moved hip hop.
That
were
was
like
the FX documentary.
right.
that-
They were
yeah,
like
yeah.
dealers.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they were
sorry.
putting money into hip hop. What Trouble's talking about? Trouble. Tyree's talking about is Ty Trey.
He is in the gutter today.
Where am I?
He is going through the
I'm so tired. I'm sorry.
gulag today.
Ty Trey. Did I get it right?
Yeah, you did.
All right, Ty Trey. Ty Trey. T-R-A-Y. Ty Trey. Got it. All right. So, what he's talking about is the evolution of hip hop, and they missed a lot of stuff. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It was a great documentary. I agree. It was great.
On Netflix?
But
That was,
Yeah.
that was on
okay,
Netflix.
sorry.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes.
I mean, what did you see, and what was your take on the Ty Trey?
Well, for one,
Ty Trey.
they didn't have you in it, so it was already
Yeah, so it already was
it
whack.
was already terrible. Awful. Like, how do you not have you in it? You're a legend.
Yeah.
But it definitely educated me a lot on the beginning of hip hop. A lot of things that I didn't know exactly and like you said, there's a lot of things I know you're gonna
Fill in
jump
some gaps.
fill it in right now. But you know, just the timeline. You know, I didn't know exactly who started first, who did this, who came after. You know, a lot of us rappers. First of all, a lot of my generation don't even know any of that stuff.
Right.
But the ones that do, a lot of us don't know the exact
Timeline and how it went.
timeline. So it was very, very educational for me, and actually very inspirational as a hip hop artist to know these things, because you know, hip hop, like you said, shows before, we always borrow. You know, we always borrow from other genres from the past, whatever the case is. So for me to see those type of things, and you even just saying right now about Tone, about how and Cass, how they would take R&B songs or pop songs that's already
Yeah.
hot at that time and just flip the melody and make it their own. Like that's every song on the radio right now.
Right.
A lot
These
of
guys
people
been
don't
doing
know
that. Yeah,
A lot of people do not know that. So it makes me go back and say, okay, what was they doing? Because some tricks don't die. You know, some tricks will always forever last. So some of those things that they was doing, I was able to watch and say, okay, I can take from that right now. I can reinvent that. I can bring that back, and it'll be fresh because a lot of people don't know about it. So it was very great to see that.
You know what I'm interested in? Because it's interesting. Because I know where I started in hip hop, and I started in the beginning, so I know that. What was like the first artist or hip hop record that you heard that you knew that you were going to do this thing? You know what I'm saying? Because that's generational, right? That's generational. Where I started and where you started, two different places. I started in the beginning. So what I'm asking, I guess, is what was your beginning? Because now, what you know now is research.
Right.
But that's not where you started. That's not the first thing you heard. So what's the first thing you heard? Like, what was it?
Honestly, I don't even truly remember. I always, my parents always played WBLS on the way to school.
Okay.
You know, driving me to elementary, middle school, even pre-K. But I'm similar to like Biggie as far as, you know, Biggie, he was very connected to R&B music. You know, like he grew up listening to soul and stuff of that nature. I'm the same way. Like I'm R&B at heart for real.
What's up, Donald B? I see you like the Bronx in effect. Go ahead.
So you know, it's hard to be able to say that one hip hop song. You know.
But which one did you gravitate to?
This is gonna be a very random song. I wouldn't say random. It's a classic, but I remember hearing it and just instantly like I had to learn every single word to it.
Yes, that's the one I want.
And that is Curtis Blow's Basketball.
Really?
That's different. Okay.
Like that was like the first song. I was like, yes, I just love his tone of voice.
I just want to say that I'm shared to the Hip Hop Boulevard page. I see Donald D popped in off of the Hip Hop Boulevard page, and so did Michelle Graham.
Yeah.
Popped in off
They
of Hip
want
Hop
it on
Boulevard.
my page.
What
It
page?
wasn't
Which
my
one?
page.
Which
shared it
page
on
is
the-
that? Oh, your personal page.
That's what they, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll get to that. I'll get to that. Yeah.
So-
Basketball.
Yeah, I know, right?
Up in the no, that's the other side.
Basketball.
They're
It's my
playing
favorite sport. I like the way you dribble up and down
basketball.
the court.
Wow.
It's like I'm the king on the microphone. It's one of Dr. J. And my favorite play is the alley hoop. I like the pick and roll. I like the give and go because it's basketball. Mr. Curtis Blow.
All
There
right.
you go. There you go.
There you go. Don't
We're
worry.
gonna fake the funk here. We're gonna fake the funk.
I'm only 25. That song probably
So-
came out before I was born too.
It did. But that's so, you know what I'm saying? I was like, because we all have that, right?
Right.
You know, I remember hearing dip, dip, dive, so socialized, clean out your, and seeing the two turntables. I went, I want to be involved in that. And I could recite all them rhymes, you know, like that. So I wanted to know what was the spark for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Basketball was yours.
So now that you mentioned Donald D, he's the other person that said he wants to get involved in this project.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
What's up, Don? You got some beats, baby? You want to say some rhymes? Like, I'm such a fan, too, you know what I'm saying? Because he's from the Bronx. I'm sharing this on your page
Boogie
right now,
down.
Al.
The boogie down.
I just shared it to your page. Right this second. Isn't he in Italy? Right? He's in Europe someplace, right?
Yeah.
Donald D.
Donald D, you know, he's in the chat room, right?
Yeah, right now. I'm
so-
watching him. I see him.
Yeah.
Hey, Donald, man, where you at, man? Just put in the chat room. We want to know. Unless
Can
you
you call?
Yeah, he can call. The number's at the bottom of the screen. Donald D, why don't you call in, man? Let's talk. Let's chop it up, man. I know it's long distance. Don't sweat it. It's an international call. Don't sweat it, bro.
Right.
908-242-6234. That's 908-242-6234. Start your watch parties. And if you feel like you want to make a phone call and call, go ahead, do it. Phone lines are open. It's real. Yes.
I would love to know from, you know, the pioneers what made them say yes, you know?
What made him say yes to doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like why
Really?
they-
You want to know that?
I would love to know that. Like why
Okay, you want
why
that?
do you want to work with
I'm gonna do it right now. Hold on. Let me just see right here. I know. You know, I don't play, man. Oh, there we go. All right, we want to know right now. We want to know. Hold on. We don't play no games around this studio. Hold on for a second. Well, let me,
We on now. Good.
Yeah, we on.
Great.
I got you.
Yep.
Okay. Hold on for 1 second.
Let's make that happen.
Oh, I'm trying. Hold on. I don't want to do anything because I'm gonna call Tony Tone right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, like I'm really gonna do it.
Just like
So-
that.
I'm gonna get him on the phone.
So let's talk a little bit about Donald D's
Good, hang that.
career, because
I see Tony's calling back already.
Tony calling back.
Oh,
Good.
wait, I got him. No, keep going though, because I got to hook it up to the board.
Look, Donald D. Can you say producer first?
I did say producer.
But I'm saying, could you say that he came out producing first?
I believe so. I believe it was producing first. I know he had that record. There was a record he had out. No, not doing. Oh my God, it was so dope. But I think it was production first.
Wasn't he on Ventertainment? That was
With Vincent
yeah,
Davis?
Vincent's label
With
back.
Vincent, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and then after that, I think he did stuff with Ice-T, with Rhyme Syndicate and all of that.
Right, then he moved on.
Yeah,
Hold on, you know what? Let me get a Pioneer on the phone. See, I got Pioneer.
He was a
on
member
speed
of
dial.
Ice-T's
Oh, I
Rhyme
know he
Syndicate?
did.
yeah, he
Yeah, I
was.
think
He was
so.
a
What up, sir?
yeah.
Mr. Tony Crush.
Yep.
We got Tony on the phone? Yo.
Yo, Tone, I got you. We're doing the podcast right now, the conversation, Hip Hop Boulevard, and we were talking about the Cold Crush, right? And they asked me to give a little, sort of a history of the Cold Crush. And I'm like, and we're talking about you participating in the new school, old school thing. So I just wanted to give you a shout out because Ty Trey had a question about why did you want to do this particular project?
Well, any opportunity that comes about to teach about the culture of hip hop, I want to be involved in.
Dope.
So that's enough for me right there.
Yeah, listen, that's game over because now you're passing down all that knowledge that you got. So, can you tell us an unknown Cold Crush story while you're on the line?
yeah.
One that, isn't normally told.
Is this family friendly?
It's relative, it's sort of like PG-13.
Okay. Let me hit y'all with a it's been a couple of other groups that wanted to claim the name Cold Crush and say they the real Cold Crush.
Oh.
Right? So, Mr. Arthur Armstrong, the infamous Arthur Armstrong, he sets up a battle between Cold Crush and Cold Crush up in Poughkeepsie, New York. So, the day before, we promoting and stuff. So I'm riding around with Armstrong. Me and Grandmaster Cass is riding with Armstrong. So Armstrong said, I got to take some flyers by this guy's house.
Okay.
And Armstrong looks at me and said, is that all right, Tony? And I said, yeah, it's all right.
Mm-hmm.
He said, you sure?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I said, Armstrong, I'm sure. So we standing at the dude's door, knocking at the door. Next thing I know, I'm in the van again. So I'm saying, where the guy at?
Mm-hmm.
And they looking at me. And the guy said, stop playing. And Armstrong said, stop playing. And I said, nah, where he at? We didn't drop off the flyers. They told me the dude opened up the door and I spazzed out on him.
How did you not know that you spazzed out on him, Tone?
I blacked out. I don't remember it. I don't remember it.
Oh, wow.
So, the boogie down is deep in your soul and it comes up when it needs to.
You're right. They should call it the Blackout Bronx because we all kind of got that trait.
So that night of the battle, we there waiting for them to come to battle. They never came. So the party was like over in about 45 minutes.
Wow.
So we said, fuck it, we gonna go ahead and get on.
Uh-huh.
So as we start our show, they run through the crowd and jumps on the stage while we performing.
The other Cold Crush.
The other Cold Crush.
It's like the Marvel Ultimate Universe. Like
So as they running up on the stage, I'm running from the turntables to them, kicking them off the stage.
Wow.
Everybody else is like getting off the stage. I'm like, yo, this is your stage. What are you jumping off the stage for?
Right.
So I'm kicking them off the stage because I'm in Bronx. I'm in Rare Form Bronx.
Yeah,
Right now.
you're in Bronx mode.
Yeah. So it's like, and it's just us, the group, and one more security guard. It ain't like we went up there with an entourage.
Right. It wasn't deep.
You know, no. I mean, you know, I had them things.
Yeah,
I had them things myself.
Yeah, I know.
So.
I know you was loaded up, baby. I know.
So,
That was your, people don't know that was your thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm running across the stage. I'm kicking dudes in the chest and all this. And a dude from, and this is up in Poughkeepsie.
We talking about the violent cold crush.
Alrighty then.
Yeah. So this dude in Poughkeepsie that was my friend, he jumps up on stage and he looks at me and he said, Tone, I got you. And I grabbed the mic and I said, get off the stage.
Uh-huh.
And I turned around and looked at the crowd and I said, I'll kill all of y'all.
He was about to do the same Valentine's Day massacre. Oh my God.
And my cousin grabbed me off the stage and she just rubbed me on the back of the head and was like, yo, calm down. And the officer comes out the back and he said, Tony, it's crazy cops here, calm down, because he know where I was going.
Right.
Well, you know, that's the teaching of the Zulu Nation has made me very humble now.
Right. Peace, love, unity, and having fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
But, you know, listen, people don't understand this hip-hop thing. It's a couple of us that traveled and went into other areas that had their own little bad guys and they bad reps and all that.
Uh-huh.
So we had to make it back home.
All day. That was the thing, right?
So we gonna
make it back home. We don't know about y'all, but we gonna make it home.
Yeah.
That's right.
And that's the only thing I lived by back then. That I was going into other areas, and I couldn't leave the Bronx home. I had to bring the Bronx with me.
100%. Tone, I got another call coming through. Listen, you got to come on the show, bro.
Hey, just send me the address. I'll be there tomorrow.
All right, that's a bet. My man Tony Tone from the Cold Crush, baby. Wow, incredible. I got to address the room real quick. Let me just address the room because Donald D put up his resume. He corrected us. Okay, here you go. Donald D says, okay, first he says he loved the show. He said Hip Hop TV Italy. And he said, before Ice-T, I started with Easy AD, then got down with Africa Islam and Jazzy J. Then it was the B-Boys and Chuck Chill Out and the Brothers B. Or is that the Brothers 8? Hold on. The Brothers B. That's who that is. So he put his resume up to get it all the way down. So that means he was on Vintertainment Records if he was doing the thing with Chuck Chill Out. Probably. Yeah. Okay, incredible. Let's open this back up again.
So now that's another person that you have. We just talked about 3 so far, right?
Uh-huh.
Now I'm going to flip the script.
Okay.
BBJ, Jarvis Cooper. You guys know about that guy?
Now I need to know. I need history now.
BBJ needs to call in too, you know?
If I got him on my phone, I'll speed dial his ass. You know, I don't play.
Hip-hop. Oh, you want his number? I'll give you his number.
I'll speed dial his ass right now. I'll be like, yo, B. We talking about you.
Holy hip-hop rapper.
Oh.
Yo. He said, I'm in there. Here's his number.
Yeah, we're going to have to do that. Gary, pass me the phone. We need accountability.
So we calling these people up now.
Yeah, right now.
We calling them up.
Next show.
I'm going to mute all the microphones. Hold on. So you don't hear his number. Hold on. Yeah. Accountability.
And this is what we're talking about with this show.
Yeah.
That we just go straight.
Ooh,
We just go straight. We don't play around.
Yeah.
BBJ, what's up?
What's up?
Well,
Hold on, let me change this up.
Well, we got you live on the conversation right here. We're
I'm here. What's up, man?
What's going on? Yeah, Rock Logic here,
Yeah.
Gary Fax, and Ty Dre, and we're talking about your involvement with this project.
What's happening, fellas? How y'all
What's up?
doing?
What's
All
up?
right, we here, baby. We're glad to have you, and we're live in front of thousands of people. So be mindful of the language.
Beautiful.
I still have an FCC license to keep up. So what's
Hey,
up?
listen. Hey, long as they got no problem with truth and fire.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's
Truth and
right.
fire.
So
Everything is good.
yeah, tell us about a little bit about what you do, because now you're introducing something different into the project, right? You're coming from a different angle.
All right. So you want me to elaborate on it?
Yeah,
You want to
please.
tell me your history?
Yeah, tell us who you are. This is the deal.
All right. Well, you know what I'm saying. I'm heavy in the Guardcore. You know what I'm saying? Guardcore is what we present, and that represents, you know, kingdom principles, kingdom concept. It represents true unity in the community. You know what I'm saying? There's with faith, family, finance, and fellowship. So that's basically what that is. And you know, across the board, we deal with all aspects of life, from the hood to Hollywood. And we just deal with people and building people's spirit up, building their heart up, building their soul up, building their mentality. So basically, that's what it is. And I've been blessed. This is my 30th year in global marketplace, what I call mentorshry. You know what I'm saying? That deals with training, discipling, and walking, and encouraging brothers and sisters how to do the thing. So, you know, hip-hop is a big part of that, because that's the foundation of our flavor. You know what I'm saying? The word is the foundation of our faith, but hip-hop is the foundation of the flavor. So that's what it is, and, you know, in a short brief, that's what it is.
Hey Jay, can you just let them know? Can you just let them know what you've done in your past?
Oh man, well, as far as being in the past, I got to give all glory and honor to the Most High Yah. You know, we've been blessed to, you know, to introduce, you know, hardcore music and hardcore genre, and I work with people from, man, I've done a remix with Hezekiah Walker, Let's Dance. I've worked with Woody from Tree Hill. You know, I've recorded with MC Hammer, did the Summer Jam tour. I did a joint with KRS-One, God the Spirit, which is a great honor. And man, I got about 40 different cameos that I've worked on different projects. But the Universal Concussion album was my debut album on Jive, and I'm the first artist to sign up with a major label in the history of hip hop and represent the kingdom, hardcore music, on a global platform. So, you know, I was blessed to do that, did Soul Train and all that. And most recently, I was writing on the production team for the Universal Network, USA Network series, Unsolved, Who Killed Biggie and Tupac. I worked on the staff. I did the writing for Biggie. I did all the rewriting for his lyrics, the artist that played Wavy Jones. I did the writing, and I did also the acting coaching with the project. So I worked on that project. USA Network, the 10 episode series that's on Netflix now. And I serve in the global community as a hip hop apostle. So I deal with the spiritual, the mental, the body aspect of just keeping it $150 and keeping it gutter and dealing with people from the hood where I'm from. I'm born in Brooklyn born, Jersey bred, grew up in Chilltown. So I've always kept it, you know, with the people. And so, and I love hip hop. So,
Say
you know
what?
what I mean?
What you gotta say about
That's what
that?
I know. You know what I mean?
You want to know? You want to know?
Brother, you bringing some weight. Put some weight on it. Put some weight on it, man. Right? He putting some weight on it.
Yeah, I
Listen.
love hip hop.
Okay, so now I'm putting you on the spot right now, right? Okay, because I know you're doing this
It's
thing
all
with
good.
no, because we're gonna do this right now, right? I'm cutting deals right now on the air. Okay, so I want to know: can you submit a song for the Hip Hop Blvd compilation album that's just your song? Because I'm looking for music.
Absolutely. It's no doubt.
Yeah, I'm looking for
No
music.
doubt. Oh, no doubt. Yeah, we can make that happen.
Yeah, we
make
can make
that
it right
happen.
now.
I know.
Yeah. So let's make it happen.
I would love that. Listen, I'm gonna have Al shoot you my email, right? So this way, matter of fact, you know what? I got you on speed dial right now, bro. I'm gonna text you my email myself, right? And then you can just hit me like with some joints that you got. You know what I'm saying?
It's cool. Yep, I got a joint, no doubt.
I would love that,
Easy.
bro. Man, listen, Al,
You didn't
please.
expect that, huh?
It'd be an honor.
You didn't expect that, Rob.
Nah, I didn't expect that, man. He put that weight on it.
No, man, this is real. We hip hop all day, all night. It's what we do. I'm at the lab right now. This is what we do, man. And listen, on the real, I'm like hip hop Abraham with sons and daughters who flow like water. So I got cats
All
on
right, all right.
That's what's up, y'all.
Yo, bro.
I got cats all over the world that's fire, for real.
Yo, listen.
And they get it in.
We gonna hit you. All right, I gotta do a little bit more calling and get to the chat room, man. But thank you for calling, for allowing me, pick up the phone. All right.
Jay, we
It's
talking.
my pleasure.
Thank you, bro.
Hey, 15, 20 hip hop boom box for life, baby. You heard? Hip hop for beat to the J-A-Y.
Thank you.
Go.
Thank you, Jay. I'll see you soon.
Love you, brothers. Peace and sisters. Love y'all.
All right, peace. Man, that
Jay,
is.
I'm giving you something. I'm giving you something to work with.
You see how it's coming together, fellas? Like we're organizing this right now on the air. You know what I'm saying? It's happening right now. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta get them while you got them.
Get
you know what I'm saying? Let's just
while
do
you
it.
got them. That's right.
Let's
That's
just do
right.
the deal right now. So the deal is done with him. Jay, we got Jay. It's good. And wait, let me see. Oh, okay. Renee Mickens. I have an independent artist with a dope track for the compilation too. Okay, so guess what? Renee, you're gonna have to inbox me or hit Al, right? Because I don't want to put my email address up, and then Al will send it to me because we want to hear it. Listen, we're looking for the music. All right.
Yeah.
I'm putting in work. We got the structure already. We already got the deal. We just need the music, right? So if you have Renee, you got that independent artist, send it over, email it. Let's hear the song and let's get it done. Donald D. He said yes. Made my first record with Chuck Chill Out. There you go. That's it. Yvonne Cully Walter says hi. Michelle Graham, Donald D. What's up? She was talking to Donald in the chat room. I haven't been honest. And awesome show. My man Rocky D. Samuel Ruiz says awesome show, great show. God bless you. Renee said, okay, I will send it to Al. We're putting the album
There you
together
go.
right now, baby.
Yo, we ain't playing. We're not playing. But you know what? Ty Dre is my co-host here, and we gotta give him something. You know who I'm reaching out to, right?
Right. Oh,
I'm reaching
boy.
out to that young lady.
Here we
all
go.
right,
Here
to see
we
whether
go.
we get her on the phone here.
Listen, we
you know,
need-
because Ty Dre needs one in here.
I told Al, I know I was muted, but I said next show we're calling up all the young ones. We're calling up
That's
all the
right.
young.
We're going to get OnStar on here and everything.
Yes, we're gonna call them all up.
Because now we're getting commitments and we got it on tape.
Right.
They're committed.
That's right. That's
All right,
right.
we got it on tape.
Now
They're
you're being
committed.
held accountable.
You're accountable now. We
Right.
got it on tape. Because I'm working here. So we got Peso, we got Jay, we got Donald D, we got Tony Crush, and then we have the girl from Fever Records. I can't wait for that phone call.
Yes.
So we have somebody else that we bringing to you,
Who else you got?
and this, I cannot say what his main hook line is for his song, but what I can do is I could do one of those things they do like in in the cartoons and all that.
We do.
You know?
We do.
The roof is on fire. We don't need no water. Let
the
the
beep
beat burn.
We had to clean it up.
Right.
We had
Everybody
to
knows
clean
about
it.
King Charlie Prince.
King Charlie Prince.
That's the guy who did that record.
Wow. You know what? I gotta thank him because I totally took the line from him and made my own song with it. You know what I'm saying? It was because the roof was on fire was such a big, it was a club thing, right? The roof. I mean, you went to Bentley's, you went to the Shadow,
That's
you went
right,
to
that's
the
right.
Red Parrot. When you wanted to get the party hype, you told the people that the roof was on fire. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Which
right.
sounds a little crazy now. You're like, the roof is on fire and people didn't run out screaming. Right. Right? You told them that, and that got everybody going. The Letha Hodge says, I have some young up and coming artists that need some exposure. How do I send their music for you to listen to? Al, No, wait, we have a Hip Hop Boulevard email address.
It's a conversation email address.
What is the comment, Gary?
Gary did that.
Okay, right now, we're going to put it up right now, and we're going to let y'all know where y'all can send the music to right now, as soon as Gary Fax pulls it up.
They on you, Gary.
Man, this show's on fire today, man.
This is a great show. This is a great show. This is a great show.
Yeah.
Our email is Hip Hop Boulevard, BLVD, the conversation at gmail.com.
Okay.
That's Hip Hop Boulevard,
Like the sign over my head,
Right.
it says Hip Hop Boulevard, right? The conversation.
The conversation at gmail.com.
At gmail.com. So please send your music to Thina Richards. How you doing? Good afternoon to you. We will see you next week on The Real Discussion, by the way. We're going to really get funky. It's not that kind of show, y'all. It's a different show that we do on Fridays. Man, 55 minutes happened like that.
Wow.
55?
We're already at an hour. We are already at the hour. What? So incredible. So incredible.
Wow.
Listen, guys, send your music in. Every track will be listened to and considered.
How's the chat room, man? I see that thing on.
We're on fire, bro.
It's on fire. Yeah,
We're on fire. Like, I'm talking to everybody in the chat room. You know what I'm saying? That's Dalitha Hodge. She says, I have some young up-and-coming artists that need some exposure. How do I send their music so y'all can listen to it? So we're really moving right now, and we're going to do this thing. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do this thing. And if y'all didn't hear and you weren't signed on when I said it, the distribution goes through Sony.
Orchard Sony.
So this is not a BS
right.
compilation album. This is going to deliver some exposure, and certain things will trigger certain things. Right? Certain things will trigger like music videos. Certain things will trigger in like tours and shows. But we got to get the first step together, which is getting the music together. Al?
Yo, let me tell you something. I'm just excited about all this stuff. I'm trying to reach people right now. And what do we got? 5 minutes? How much time we got, man?
We got 4 minutes left,
Man. Come on, King Charlie Prince. Come on. I'm reaching out to you, bro. Where you at?
So,
What's up, Gary D?
let me just give a quick shout out.
Gary Fax.
I want to give a shout out to Four Wheel City, Top Waters, and Rick Fire. They did a remix of Tupac's song "Picture Me Rolling," and they got 80,000 views in 24 hours on World Star Hip Hop.
Nice.
And by the way, I want to put them in, have them part of the compilation.
Of course.
Why not?
So
Why wouldn't I do that?
Yeah. So,
Oh, I gotta mute Al. Al's having a side conversation. Hold on, just mute Al. Real quick. Okay, hold on, wait. Al is number 3. Okay.
Edward, what's going on?
Okay, you can just hear him anyway. Sharia Wells, what's up? She said word. Elviana Angelina with the long name Guerrero. Keho, hey, what's up, girl? I know you from Friday night. How's it going? So I'll be listening and driving. Dope. So she's in the car, peeping it out. So that's dope. You see, he's heavy right now. Al's heavy. He's cutting deals right now. You want to hear?
Give us 2 minutes, bro.
Side
Give
conversation.
us 2 minutes.
Let the camera see him.
Can you give us 2 minutes?
Look at this. Look at this. This is crazy. Behind the scenes.
Absolutely. How we gonna do this, man? He's on my phone.
He gotta call me.
He gotta call you?
Yeah, because I'm in the board.
All right, let me give him the number.
Let me get his number. I'm gonna tell him to call him right now.
Rocket's gonna call you.
All right.
now.
I'm
All
putting
right?
on mute.
I'm gonna hang
Let me
up with
call
you.
him.
He's gonna call you.
What's up, Mike Johnson? I see you. Hold on for 1 second.
playing here,
Did you
man.
see that? You see that? Al, that was a rare behind the scenes thing. Al was cutting the deal.
Yo.
Oh wait, don't give me his number. Just show it to me. Everyone will be calling him.
Blast his number out.
All right, give me his number. Go.
Hello?
Hello, Al.
Al. Edward.
Rock has been on fire with the names today.
Edward.
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
What's happening, man? We want to talk, man. We got conversation to have on the conversation right now. But I'm going to pass to Al because y'all know the business y'all doing.
Hey, Edward.
All right.
So I have Ty Dre with me. He's the co-host for this show, and he's handling all the new artists that are coming in for this, this co-op thing that we're doing with the pioneers and new school artists. And I sent him the information on your daughter and all that. I know that she's doing her thing right now, but I said let's talk to the dad. And Ty Dre, you got any questions for Edward in reference to this? You got a new artist, son. You didn't even know you were gonna get it today.
Definitely. I mean, of course, you know, you're the pop, so of course you know the information as far as how your daughter and stuff like that. But I wanted to ask, and I'm gonna ask her too, but I'm gonna want your opinion. What made them want to sign her, being that they haven't been signing anybody in so long and stuff like that? What made them say, okay, we're gonna put the passage in her hands?
Fever Records.
Yes.
Well, it all started with me having the relationship with Sal Abatello and the Fever, and the way that became of I was a DJ for some time, so I moved out from the Bronx to Long Island, and I met up with a young lady named Erica Roman, not knowing that she was pretty much like Sal's foster daughter. So, you know, me and her linked up. She pushed me more into the music, and she always spoke about, you know, one day she's going to put me in the path of Salisbury. So I didn't know who Salisbury was, and she was referring to Sal Abatello from Disco Fever.
Okay.
So, you know, we started doing things, and then she left out to Florida. She had one of the hottest radio stations in the state of Florida, and she suddenly passed away in a car tragedy. So maybe about 3 years after, that's when MySpace was out. I started looking through MySpace, and I seen her name, Erica Roman Foundation. So I got in contact with, I went to a softball, charity softball that was doing for her, and that's where I met Sal. And I started putting one together, and I was like, wow, this is who she always been telling me about. And from there, we started a great relationship. He knows the past that I had with her, and then I found out their past, so that's how I got linked up with the Fever. Then I became his photographer, the Fever's photographer. So I was handling all the concerts and all that stuff, and then from there, I started managing artists. And then, you know, all this COVID stuff started. And then my daughter pretty much came up to me 6 months ago. I never knew she had this gift. She came up to me 6 months ago and pretty much said she could rap. So I was like, okay. As a parent, you know, you always say, okay. You know, and she was like, no, Dad, I really could rap. I think I could be the next big thing. So I was like, I heard it in her voice and looked in her eyes. So I was like, okay. So she spit something for me, and I was like, whoa, stop. Let me record it on my phone. You know, like little videos you do. So she done it, and then I was like, okay, I sent it to Sal Abatello. And he was like, we got to have her in the studio next week. And 2 weeks later, we did her first promotional track. A week later, we did her promotional video, and the buzz was strong, and Sal was like, I want her with the Fever. I want to sign her to the Fever. She's going to be the first hip-hop artist after 20 years.
I love that. So here's my question: Do you have a release date yet on when the record's going to come out? Or do you even have the record yet? I guess. Do you even have the record that's going to come out?
Yeah, right now, we have it. Why Did You Do Me Wrong is her first single, and it's on all major platforms: for Spotify, Tidal, Amazon, iHeart, Pandora.
Can we get that title again? Can you say the title again?
Why Did You Do Me Wrong?
Why Did You Do Me Wrong? Okay.
By Playgirl Ari.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, we checked about 5 days ago, and she's over 200K in streams.
There you go. Ty Dre, I gave you a good one, Ty Dre. Okay?
So, Dad, Ed?
Yeah.
Ed, okay, so we called you right at the end of the show, and we've extended into the hour, but I want to make sure that we maintain contact, and because, Hip Hop Boulevard, we're looking for, we're putting together the compilation album for Sony Orchard, and, in spite of the fact that, you're your daughter's going to do the track with Ty Trey, we would like we'd like a little individual song from her, like on her own.
Yes. Like right now she's practicing driving because she's going for a license. But
Wow.
Most definitely I could send you her music, and we could link up another day, and I can have her on the phone.
Yeah, let's do that. We'll put her on the show too. We go on every 2 weeks, so maybe she can come on the show, do an interview. We can chop it up with her, and I think that would be great, Ed.
Yes, and right now she knows the history of the Fever. She's
Okay.
very excited because she's the first after 20 years.
Yeah.
That's huge.
That is huge.
And she grew up around with me, going to all these shows, and I have a history with a lot of the legends, the pioneers, our icons. Like my name, it's Edwin, but my stage name is Ed apostrophe Win with a Z. Like I'm winning in the game, and the mighty great Peso gave me that name because
See, it all ties in, doesn't it?
Oh, boy. Full circle.
Great Peso gave me that name because I used to be with Team Fearless way back when, and I was the event coordinator for Devastating Tito for Team Fearless.
Okay.
I've been around everybody, and I always had my daughter around to all our shows, all our honor awards, all that
Gotcha.
stuff. So, she grew up in the industry not knowing who she was around, and now she's seeing pictures of her with all these legends from when she was younger. She's like, wow, I have a picture with MC Shah Rod. I call her auntie. Oh my God. Sparky D's always calling me. You know what I mean?
So Ed, Ed, you got so much going on, and we gotta go. Like we're at an hour, 5 minutes. We're on for about an hour, but let's set up for 2 weeks, right? And we'll have more time, and we can really chop it up, bro.
All right, sounds good. Let's salute to all of y'all. Hip Hop Boulevard, y'all doing your thing. I love it, and definitely I would love Playgirl Area to be a part of y'all.
100%. Thank you, Ed.
All right.
Wow, incredible. Peace. Incredible.
Yo.
Phew. We on fire today, Al.
Yo. I'm not playing around.
So, listen, we didn't hit the hour 6, man. We got to bounce.
Look, we got a shout out to the Hip Hop Boulevard family page.
Yeah.
Okay, one stop shop hip hop. All right, thank you, Casey. Looking out. And the Hip Hop Museum, Washington, D.C. Jeremy, thank you so much. Okay. There's so many people to thank, but this show would not be possible if Rock did not tell me you got to do a show.
That's true.
Oh, you got to do a show out. 100%. Come on, man. All that work you doing, you got to have an outlet, to reach out to people and create. You know what I'm saying? You do a lot behind the scenes. You do a lot behind the scenes. You don't come in front of the camera that often. So you do a lot behind the scenes. And this is really a platform to you to really let people know and inform people what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? What is going on? Yeah. What's happening with Hip Hop Boulevard? So
well,
I'm glad
what?
we did this.
I got to give a shout out to Gary Fax. Yeah, he's stepping up. He's stepping up. We have no complaints to mention today.
Not today.
That deserves a round of applause.
That does.
I can't believe it.
He didn't bring us any coffee, but I guess we'll deal with that. We'll deal with that.
Gary, I tried.
So listen, I'm gonna punch the button, y'all, because we gotta bounce. But we'll see you in 2 weeks. What's the date in 2 weeks? Because it's not next Sunday.
March 21st at 2 p.m.
Wow, March 21st, 2 p.m. Hip Hop Boulevard, The Conversation, Ty Trey's in the building. See, I got it right. Al Pizarro, Gary Fax, and Rock Logic. Rocky D's hanging out in the background, and Dad is on the left. You know what I'm saying? We keep it fresh and deaf, y'all.
Yeah.